Hi everyone, welcome back. This is Tuplex. In the last episode, we got electric engines and flying robot frames almost set up. We're making batteries now, and our intention is to get to the point that we can start to make logistics robots. So to do that, we need to get the batteries down to feed into the flying robot frame production machines. So that's what we're going to do right now. And this is going to be a shared belt of the batteries and steel, I believe. Yep. Actually, how much steel do we need for that? Only one, not too much. All right, first I need to come down and get some more inserters and belts and so on. So let's grab some of that stuff. I'll grab one stack of those. I need those. I need those. I need yellow belts. I think that should be good. And I want to make another RoboPort to get things started. There we go. Because I'm going to feed stuff directly into the RoboPort. All right. Okay, so batteries are coming in up there. So if we bring the batteries down here, and if those merged onto a belt that had steel on the bottom half already, then that would be just perfect. All right, so let's set up a belt that has steel on the bottom half of it. I think steel's here. Oh no, it's here. Okay, and that's fairly easy to do. All we have to do is put another belt pointing downwards there. And then we'll just get steel on the one side. Like that. Okay, and while we're here, let's just go ahead and extend the rest of this bus up there. I don't know if I really need stone or stone brick anymore, but we might as well just make sure everything is extended to where it needs to be. Okay, plastic, I will leave where it is. I'm pretty sure we don't need plastic for anything else. Okay, great. All right, so now I can join those two together. Let me come over one more. Let's see if I do. No. I'm going to have to do this. Right? Okay. And then here I can use long inserters. Still doing fine on power. Okay, and then this will give us flying robot frames. From there, 1, 2, 3. We can have one machine making logistics bots, and we can have one machine making construction bots. And I think I'm going to make one more RoboPort. Okay, so I just need green circuits here, which is why I extended this belt, and then I need red circuits over here, which I'm going to have to bring in. I'm going to have to bring in on this side because I didn't leave myself enough room up there. All right, so we need red belts right here. Let me check something. I thought I had belt. Oh, I need a blue belt or a blue circuit. Crud. I wanted to use that belt immunity equipment so I don't slide around when I walk on the belts. But I don't have the tech for it yet. Okay. There we go. That'll give us the red circuits. And I'm going to need more belt, I think. Well, maybe not. Okay, well, it's not the prettiest layout in the world, but it'll work. Okay, and then, like I said, what I wanted to do is make another RoboPort. All right, and I'm going to have these insert directly into RoboPorts. Actually, no. This I'm not going to have go into RoboPorts. I'm going to have construction bots go into a provider chest. And I'm going to limit that to one stack. Actually, let's not limit it. Let's do it the right way. So we're going to enable the inserter when construction robots are less than 50. Okay, and there's nothing in the network yet, so we'll fix that in a minute. Okay, and then over here, I'm going to do the same thing. Actually, let me see here. I think I should put logistics bots into a passive provider too, because I am going to want to be able to just pick them up and take them to some of our outposts where we plan to use bots. Okay, and then I'll limit that as well. So logistics bots, and in this case, I don't know, I'll start with, we'll start with 500. Okay, we'll make 500 logistics bots. Okay, and then we can set up another one. And then I'm going to hook this up with a wire. Read robot statistics is what I want on this. So this will tell us how many bots we have. Now in the logistic network here in the starter base, I think I'll limit this to 350 bots. Why 350? It seems like it should be enough. I don't have any solid calculations on that. So we will enable, well, first let's check this. So total logistic bots in the network is signal Y. So what we're going to do is we're going to make this so that if signal Y is less than 350, it's going to run. So it'll add bots to my logistic network until there are 350 of them, and then it'll stop inserting. But this chest will fill up until we have 500. So right now I'm going to be making about 850 logistics bots. Okay. Now the next thing I need to do, first of all, let's make this cargo plane. I need more engines. Is that enough engines? No, that's not enough engines. I need a few more. All right, that should be enough. Let's put those there. I've got too much junk. Let's get rid of all this stuff. Batteries I can give to you. Actually, let's hit Shift C. There we go. That got rid of a lot of stuff. Oh, it also got rid of all my engines. Okay, I need 128 electric engines. There we go, 128 exactly. That was nice. I need a submachine gun. I need 400 steel and 500 iron. If I zoom out too far, my FPS starts going down. How much was it? 500 iron. Okay, I've got 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I need 400 steel. I have 1, 2. Okay, 3, 4. There we go. I'm going to pick up the car. Okay, so now I got a plane. Let's see how it works. I have to say I'm not terribly impressed by the cargo size of this cargo plane. What would the tooltip say? A long-range flying chest. Okay. But in the research, an enormous cargo capacity. That's not enormous. I think it's... Okay, it's more than a car, but it's not enormous. That's a little underwhelming. Now, I think where it gets good is that you can do this kind of stuff. We can fly over buildings. We can fly over power poles. Right, so this will make moving around the map much easier. Yeah, so I think that's gonna replace the old car. I'll put the car here. We'll just park it. And that slot's gonna be for my cargo plane now. That's pretty nice, actually. Let's give this at least one piece of coal so it's not blinking at us for the rest of the game. Okay, and I would like to use solid fuel for that. Okay, so now I need to make a bunch of roboports. A lot of roboports. So let's get that set up. And we need red circuits. I'm going to move this over. So this will basically just occupy one production building slot. Put our first bot in the network. What am I after? Yellow belts. Here they are. Okay, nice. I finally have logistic support. All right. Jeez, 45 advanced circuits each. That is a hefty investment. I need some steel so I can make a chest. There we go. And we'll put that there. All right, and I'm gonna make, I don't know, we'll make like 50 at a time, I suppose. There we go. Less than or equal to 50. Okay. So that gives me 4 more of those. So let's see if we can expand our network here. That's good. We need power. Okay, so now all the bots, we've got 350 bots now in the network. That was actually pretty fast. Yeah, this is, I mean, it's not really fast, but we're making bots at a pretty good pace. I mean, I think this would last us the rest of the game without too much trouble. Okay, yeah, so now we can start doing some stuff down here. The other thing I wanted to do, I want to extend the robot network to cover the entire logistics area, or the entire mall, let's say. Okay, so I'm going to put roboports over here, and I try to space the roboports out as far as possible, just so that we get the most coverage with the fewest number of roboports. Okay, this one needs power. Wonderful. Okay, so now these are all connected, and then we just need to power this one. And now that one's connected. Okay. Actually, I'm going to get rid of the car. And now I can start dumping stuff, and the bots will pick it up, which is a wonderful luxury. Get rid of that. These belt brushes sometimes collect in the inventory. Okay. So the other thing I want to do is to start producing all the different kinds of chests. And for that, we need steel and we need red and green circuits. And there's 5 different kinds. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make this be for steel chests and that one be for steel chests. Okay, and then we can do storage chests, passive providers, and then when I research them, we can have active providers, and then we'll need another one for buffer chests, which I can put somewhere else. I'll figure out where. Let's see, 1, 2. Oh, and I need requester chests. Yeah, so I'm going to need 2 more of these. Okay. So we'll just extend this a bit. So if we have to extend the bus, then this will have to move somewhat. But we can figure it out. Yeah, actually, that's going to be kind of messy. There. Whoops. This way we get steel up and down. Okay. So I'll make a couple of these. All right. And I'm going to limit these to 50 each. Actually, maybe I want more than that. And I might want more because when we're setting up train stations, for example, if we set up a loading or like an unloading station like this, but we're at full throughput, we're going to have six per wagon times 4 wagons. That's 24. So we would use like 24 chests pretty quickly. So storage, I think we can leave at 50. Providers and requesters, we should probably do 100. So I'll just copy that setting and we'll turn that to providers less than 100. There. And then I'm going to upgrade all of this. I think I lost my upgrade planner. Okay. I'm going to upgrade all of this to red belt. so that I can feed in steel at a higher rate of speed. Just because those chests and roboports, they go through steel pretty fast. And so we'll just upgrade all of that. Now it'll be nice when I can do requester chests, because having the logistics network without requester chests is not terribly interesting, but at least now I can have stuff hand delivered to me. There. And this is fine, see, because now actually these can remain as yellow belts. I don't have to upgrade the rest of this, because here I'm putting one yellow belt on half of a red belt and one yellow belt on half of a red belt. So this is like 2 yellow belts of output or throughput, however you want to describe it. All right, looks like we're getting limited by red circuits now. All right, let's throw in a few lights. And let me grab some of this stone brick so I can pave some of that area up there. Okay, there, make it even. And then I like taking out the corners because that looks nice. Having a little chamfer there on the corner. Okay, how are we doing on time? We got a couple minutes left. The other thing that I could do right now is start replacing a lot of this stuff with requester chests so that I can start using those to get items brought to me delivered or automatically. Now, why did this start going again? That was interesting. Right, so I'm going to leave these all. I'm going to let these continue to be limited by the number of locked slots rather than logistic network contents. But at some point, I'll go through all these and I'll set them up so that they base their inputs and outputs on logistic network contents rather than how many slots are full. Especially on yellow belts and some of the inserters and things, things that get upgraded over time. For example, right now I've got a ton of yellow belt because whenever I upgrade something to red belts, I pick up all the yellows. So I've got a thing here where I'm just putting all my excess yellow belts in this chest. So you can see that I'm actually making 2 sets of red belts now. So when I have excess yellow belts, they'll go into this machine and that'll assist with the production of the red belts so I can do them more quickly. And then this one is making the yellow belts for my consumption. Okay, and then I've got storage over there. But I think I don't want that to be my main storage location. I think a better place for my main storage location would be below where my train is. Down here. to have to go get some more stone brick. Okay, but for now I can put a bunch of yellow chests down there. How many do we have? Almost 100. Okay, good. And I'll go ahead and take that stack. Actually, I'll put that back. Okay, and I want another RoboPort. This is kind of in the way. I'm going to pick this up. We can always make more later after I've got more. All right, well, we'll figure out how to do that too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this RoboPort right here. And then I'm just going to set up a series of chests. All right, so that's 32 storage chests for now. And we can expand it later. And so anything that gets eliminated, like when we empty out the trains, these are all going to be active providers once we have access to that technology. All that stuff will end up going in these chests. And we can expand this. And then you put a RoboPort right next to the storage chest because all the robots are coming through here anyway, so it's good to give them a place to charge. In fact, we can even put some on both sides of those chests so that there's lots of charging locations for the bots to get a charge. Right now, when you plug in RoboPorts, they start eating a lot of energy. At least until they get charged. Okay, yeah, once they get their initial charge. You have to be careful, like if you're getting close to, or if you're putting down a lot of RoboPorts all at once, it can suck up your electrical power like really quickly. So you have to be aware of that. Okay, so I'm gonna, actually I can remove this. And let's remove that one too. There we go. Okay, so I think that's going to do it for this episode. Let's check our to-do list. Nuclear power plant. That would be the next thing to get back to making our nuclear power plant. If we check on our uranium, we've got now 34 pieces of uranium. 235. That's enough for 340 fuel cells. That would last us quite a long time. So that's good. And actually I'm starting to get full chests of the other stuff. So I'm going to have to improve the way that this stuff is getting stored over here. Because now this chest is starting to fill up. But we're doing okay on uranium. Let's see how our uranium mine is doing. Yeah, we're still at 97% on the uranium mine, and we've got tons of ore. So, yeah, so I think we're almost ready to start setting up the nuclear plant. We'll probably get started on that in the next episode. What I'll do is, in the meantime, I will set something up here in the mall to start making the parts that we need for that. So the reactors, well, the reactors I'm going to have to do manually because I'm going to have to bring concrete over. The other stuff I can get off the belts. All that I can get off the belts, I can get that off the belts. And I can get that off the belts. Yeah, so the reactors themselves, I'll just craft manually until we have requester chests. And then at that point, I could bring concrete over with bots into a requester chest. But until then, I'll have to use the Shoe Leather Express to get them over here. So I'll make a couple reactors. I think we'll start with 2. And then I'll make all the turbines, heat exchangers, and heat pipe that we need to connect everything, and then we'll start to put a reactor together in the next episode. Until then, I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.